Hello everyone, Matt here, and today I have another video for you. I know it's been a while since I've made a video, so I really wanted to get something out for you guys. And if you haven't heard, Dekaron has officially transferred over to Vertigo Games and is now on the Papaya Play portal. So I wanted to make a little video about, I'm actually going to call it something like the good, the bad, and the ugly, because there's like good things I want to talk about, bad things I want to talk about, and then there's like one ugly thing that I want to talk about. Um, I want to say before getting into this video that one, this is not all of the good, this is not all of the bad. It's just some things that I'm pulling kind of off the top of my head because I want to get some content up for you guys. I'm not going to try to make a video reviewing everything that I've missed since I made my last video just because there's way too much and it'll be like a super long video and I don't want to do that. Also, I want to say I am a bit harsh about some of the things in this video because I am unhappy about a good amount of things. But I know, Vertigo Games is, they're starting off, they're getting their footing. So I do understand that, but it doesn't change the fact that these are still my opinions as a player, and I want to get that across. It's not something personal. It's just this is how me, the player, is feeling when I'm playing the game. Without further ado, let's start off with the good, the bad, and the ugly. First off, we have the good. So the first thing that I really think is good about Vertigo Games taking over or the new Papaya Play thing is the website. Look how cool this website is. Like, there's Dragon Knight, there's these little tabs, it switches the whole thing. Like, there's a hunter, and there's just a bunch of stuff. New forums, yeah, it's all cool. The forums, I'm not a huge fan of how they're set up, but we do have the new forums, which is good. I do enjoy the forums. I like how they have the events listed here in different times. They put the news things right here, which is awesome. I don't like that they don't put the patch notes here. That was one issue I had with Nexon 2, is that you did kind of dig for the patch notes. And now what you have to do to look at the patch notes is you have to sign in and then go to your messages in order to see the patch notes for all the maintenances, which I'm not a huge fan of, but, maybe that's something they can change. And then they have the beginner's guide, their coin shop, and they have a pretty cool Facebook page, and they have a YouTube channel as well. And then down here they have a couple of random like costumes and things, which is cool. Although it's kind of funny. It's like, oh, pirate costume, where do you get it? Events. What events? Probably events that are never going to happen again. I don't know. We'll see, though. This is cool. I mean, at least it gets people kind of interested in the items. So one really awesome thing, and I have to thank Vertigo Games for this because I think it's so cool, is they actually put a link to some of my videos at the bottom of their player guide. And I just think that's awesome. They contacted me and asked me about it, and I'm like, yeah, go ahead. I mean, that's what I want. I want people to use these and for them to help. So I'm super thankful that they used my guides, and I really hope that they are helpful. And I am planning on making more. I'm just waiting for them to update stuff because I heard Action 19 is coming, and I don't want my guides to be outdated as soon as I make them. Anyway, the website is awesome. Also, the second thing that I think is totally awesome is their support has been really good, at least for me so far. I know it's been a little backed up recently, but it's because they don't have a huge team. But anytime I've had an issue, they've responded to me fairly quickly and given me a pretty good answer, which is good. So both of those things are very good. So another thing, or the third thing that I think is good, is I don't have an example of it because I opened it up, but the papaya package that people who transferred got is pretty good. It's got a lot of cool stuff in it, including the belt and the armlets, and it gives you some buffs and some other things too. And I really do think that is pretty cool. I also like that there's like comeback tokens if you haven't played in a while, and you can actually get some pretty good stuff from them. You can find a list of it on the forums, but like for example, it gives you a full set of like 1 5x plus 8 armor, that's pretty good. I mean, if you're just coming back with nothing, that's a really good way to start. So definitely check that out. So that's another thing that is really awesome. Up next, we have the bad. So first off, I want to talk about this really weird glitch. So I got on after maintenance, which was last night, and last night for me, it's the 13th right now. And I'm like, oh yeah, maintenance just happened. Let's go explore the magical world of Dekaron. Yeah. Oh, okay, can't go that way. Oh, oh, okay. All right, let's try this. Nope, nope. Okay. How about nope. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I think that I'm just going to stay right here. Okay, so second, after making my way through that random maze of invisible walls, I thought to myself, you know what? Do you know what I would really like to do right now? I'd like to go ahead and do a honeymoon dungeon. And then I got here, and I realized that the NPC for the honeymoon dungeon is not here. Sad face. So, third, I want to talk about this costume. So, yes, I bought this costume. Kind of what I thought to myself was, new company. I'm excited for the new company. I'm going to buy this new costume to support them. And I also bought some of those packs to try to get that new belt as well. I spent, I don't know, in total, I want to say somewhere between $50 and $75, which I have to admit I'm not super proud about, but how I rationalized it, at least for myself, was, I want to support this new company. I'm very excited that Vertigo Games has taken over, and I want to support them. Here's my issue, and I actually, honestly, right now, I'm really regretting spending any money at all, and I'm going to tell you why. First off, look at this costume. Okay, this costume is ridiculously good. Now, it doesn't have vitality, but it gives you 8% PvP damage tolerance and 8% damage decrease rate, which is higher than any other costume. Not to mention, 8k HP, 18% movement speed, 5% abnormal res, and 18% all attack. It's really good. And you know what I'm realizing? And I've realized this with the players who have it, that if you want to be viable in PvP, you have to have this costume. Like, if you want to be in the top tier of this game, you have to have this costume. So pretty much what Vertigo Games said when they released this costume is either you give us, it's like $45 for the costume. You give us $45, or you're not going to be in the top tier of like the PvP system anymore. Because if you don't have this, I mean, someone's going to be much stronger than you. And that's kind of greedy. And I was really hoping when we were moving over to Vertigo Games that we would see less D-Shop dependent things and more, you work for what you want. And I don't know, just like now, like I bought it because I was kind of hyped about the new company. I was hyped about the whole thing, but I honestly regret it now because all it is it's them saying you have to spend this money or you're not going to be as viable in the PvP anymore, and that's a little disappointing. So the fourth thing I want to talk about is the Papaya bracelets and where are they? And the Papaya belt. So once again, we've got this upgrade system. We've got this system where you farm whatever, or you buy them in the D shop, these papaya crystals, and you need them to upgrade these. Now, I guess the good thing about this is that you can't go back to zero. Like, once you upgrade it, all you can really do is fail. But you know what? It's that same system that I just feel like no one actually likes. Like, why not just make it a finite number that you have to get so that you know you're getting it? I failed going from +8 to +9 like so many times with the papaya belt, and I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I mean, you do get one or two of these a day. I can't remember just from being logged in. I actually just got it in my mailbox now. I'll run over there while I'm talking. But I don't know, guys. I don't like the system. The belt itself is good. Like, it's a good belt. It's actually, I think some people would consider it the best belt in the game now, even though you can't put good brands on it. But it's just, stupid wall again. Hold on. Got to get around this. But, I don't know. I think you can go farm them, but the drop rate the drop rate is only useful if you can play a bunch of hours every day. And like, I don't know about you guys, but I can't get on a whole bunch every day. I can play for like, maybe an hour or two every day because, I have work and I have other things I want to do. And it's um, just, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of it. But the belt and the armlets are pretty good. The armlets also, I saw that there's no difference between +7 and +9, so I'm guessing that's a glitch. I don't know though. We'll just have to see. So the last thing that I was just looking at this random person's thing. See, this person just has a bunch of papaya belts from like their different accounts and stuff. That's interesting. I don't even get me started on the market in this game. It's so messed up. Like there's all these items and there's no demand for anything. It's just like anyway, sorry. I'm getting off topic. Just the other bad thing is just I just haven't been playing because it's boring. There's nothing to do. Like yeah, I could go keep grinding for the Perforus, but guess what? I'm a little bored of that. I need something else to do. Or I could go farm these crystals, but it's not fun. It is not fun to go farm these crystals. And yes, PvP is a lot of fun. I enjoy DK Square a lot. Um, and but there's like this new thing where it starts with two people, and what happens a lot of the time is you try to start it, and then the other person doesn't go in. These stupid glitched walls, and then it ends up not going or whatever. And you know what? I'm pretty cool, level-headed in the 185 DK, but there's this one Consular Summoner named Sinful, I think, and that Consular Summoner is ridiculous. Like, I can't do anything to him. Like, a whole team can't even kill them, and like, it's not very fun to play with them. No offense to that person, just they're not fun to play with at all because you can't do anything to them. But just I don't know. Personally, I'm bored. The things that you can do right now, I'm just not enjoying. I want some new content, like Action 19, or just like a new dungeon, or just something that's fun. Something that's fun. You can keep throwing in these events where you go grind and kill monsters, but I am very bored of going to Matera and killing monsters for an hour every day, and it's like doing the same thing over and over again. It's just like you need new content or it's boring. I don't know. My personal thing. And I know Vertigo Games is just getting started off with this, but I'm just saying that I'm bored. And that's just how it is for me anyway. And last, we have the ugly. So I only have one thing to talk about in the ugly section, and I bet some of you have already guessed what it is. Look at it. Look at it. It just doesn't look good. On its own, it looks kind of cool, but like on the actual character, like it just doesn't look good. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but these wings are kind of ugly in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but to me, they're pretty ugly. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. I really did not cover everything. In some sense, I didn't even skim the surface of all there is to talk about, but I just don't have the time to get into all of it right now. And what I'll do from now on is I'm just going to kind of keep up with the update reviews from now on like I had been doing in the past, because I do have time in the evening to do that now. But yeah, so, we've started off with Vertigo Games here in Papaya Play, and there's some things that are good, there's some things that are bad, and there's some things that are ugly. But what I do know is that, I'm going to hang out. I'm going to wait. I hope things do get better in the game. I'm a patient person, and if things are just continue to be boring, I just won't play, and I'll wait for something interesting to happen. But I will try to keep you guys up to date with all the updates and whatnot. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or suggestions, as always, you can leave them in the comments. And until next time, take care.